Hi, welcome to Exploring Cornwall's next coronavirus therapy walk. As you can see today, it's very different visibility. It's thick mist, it's a bit damp. And what that does when it's like this is it makes us look a little bit closer and use some other senses. Instead of looking at the view, we might start to listen a little bit more. We're going to go for a little stroll along the Coastpath. We're about 350 feet above the sea. You can just about hear it. That was a wren. Straight away there's something we can look at. Here, these are deer slots, roe deer, that we occasionally see on the cliffs these days. As we walk along through these, this is a mine spoil heap. And these little trackways here, and that's because these are now used by badgers. There's a large badger set here. And we need to look really carefully sometimes. And if you look here, you can just make out a badger paw print. Here are the claw marks and the paws. So we're following in the footsteps of last night's badger activity. As we come along, we can see a little bit more evidence. This is where badgers have been digging for food. One of the things they dig up are these. This is a bluebell corm, Hyacinthoides. They're digging for earthworms and things they can eat. And bluebell corms, we think, prehistoric people used these. They chewed them. They're actually poisonous, but they chewed them to create a paste, which then they used to stick the feathers on their arrows, the flight feathers. Their arrows. It makes a really good glue. And here's an even better example of the deer slot. Sometimes it's more exciting to just look and find the evidence of where the wildlife has been than just seeing it, being a nature detective. Those lovely people on the weather channel told us it might clear and we can start to get a little bit of a view now, but the path is very wet. As we walk along the path, come past these wet flush areas, and these are full of some of our very special plants. It's very early in the year yet, but this little plant here, these are heath-spotted orchids, which in a couple of weeks or so will have a beautiful pale pinkish orchid flower, attracting the pollinators to come and land on their three-petalled flower. We'll bring you back later and show you them. So that piping call you can hear, those are male meadow pipits, small brown streaked bird about the size of a sparrow. They nest on the ground in this sort of habitat, and this time of year the males parachute down, they fly up and parachute down, making that fluting call as they're coming down, and it's some territorial behaviour. This is one of the more rugged stretches of the southwest Coastpath. 630 miles, it's our longest national trail, and depending on how long we're restricted, maybe we'll get to film it all. So we're up high above the ocean, and there are fulmars and gulls and shags all down below us. Fulmars already nesting. These big castellated granite towers, adding a touch of drama to the path. Today's walk finishes here. We're going to turn inland and head home, leave you with our last views high on the top of Commando Ridge, where the Marines train, high above Porthmoyna Cove. Cliffs of Besigren, which means the home at the dry place. This is an Iron Age cliff castle opposite. The ocean crashing in, gulls crying. See you next time. Stay safe.